Hi all, I'm Margaret. Welcome to Card Readings. I had a dream, well, three dreams. One I don't remember, sorry about that. One I don't remember, the other two I remember. And that I do feel like they're all connected to each other. I don't know why, but I do feel like they're connected to each other. So the first one would have been about 4 days ago. The other one was about 2 days ago, and one last night. So I'm going to talk about 2 days ago. So I'm in a room or a hallway, and I walk towards another room, and I open up this door. No, it's material, so you just open it, material, and it's a room with a lady on a bed, right? I feel like it's night time, yeah, and I'm assuming she's Asian. I don't know what country she's from. She's not from China. She's not from Australia or somewhere like America. I'm not quite sure where she's from, but I would say, lives in her 60s to 70, yeah. And I walk up to this lady. She's on her bed, and she moves for me, so I can lay on this bed. Really weird, isn't it? So that's okay. I'm on this bed, and that's okay. And a lady, I think it's a lady, she walks up to me and kind of tells me of, why did you move this lady off? She was on that kind of first kind of thing. So that's okay, and that's fine. Then I'm outside, out of this house or room, whatever it is, and I walk towards the road. And on the side of the road, there's a big hole. It's man-made hole, so people dig it out or use the trucks, whatever. But when you look down this hole, and it's all dirt, yeah, it's that light dirt that here in Australia you see when they dig up the road works, dirt kind of thing. So you get this, and you look down, you see all this dirt, and it's a hole, yeah. And it does look like something that we're gonna do something with it, yeah. So you are looking down, but on the edge of this hole, it's kind of like a square hole, yeah. On the edge of it, it's a footpath, and on my side of this hole, the steps you can walk down on it. Walk down, and you just follow these footsteps around. There is another, I don't know what it is, but this long concrete thing on the other side. So, but you can walk around it and come back and walk up these steps again. That's where that bit stops. But I walk back towards this lady. Now, I walked up for, that's interesting. I do reckon, wondering if it's from China or something. I know the lady's Asian, but just from the look of it, wonder if it's from China. And that's okay, I left it. I was a bit curious about it, but it wasn't to a point if it's a murder scene or anything like that. I was just curious how it looks. I've never seen anything like that in real life yet. So that's okay. Pardon me. So I woke up, that's fine. Then last night I had another dream. Now this is quite interesting. I do feel like it's here in Melbourne. Victoria, Melbourne, yeah. Certain things, I'll tell you about the dream itself first. So I'm on the ground looking up, and there's this really tall building. I feel like it's made of glass, way more than 5 stories high. It's quite tall. One side's taller than the other. It's not like a bank or a shopping centre or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It's more like, I feel like it might be more like office buildings or apartments, something like that, anyway. So I just look out, and there is one side bigger than the other, yeah, but I find it really interesting. And then there's a lady next, walks up to me. I think it's a lady anyway. Just sits next to me. I feel like I know her, but I don't know 100%. I do feel like I know her. That's okay. And she hands something to me, like, I want to say a pita, but that could be a piece of paper too, a white piece of paper. But I'm quite interested in this piece of paper, so that's okay. Then yeah, I think this is first. Then I'll go. We walk towards something, and I feel like it's a car or bus, and there's this boxes around it. I don't know what's in the boxes, but there's boxes around it. They're kind of stuck up towards each other, and there's sand in there. The boxes are sand in there, right? And that's okay. So then we walk up, and this is swim. I'll tell you why later, but I'm walking out, and we go to this building that I talked to you about, the tall building. And there's a lady in this building, and she's talking about me working there as a cleaner or something like that, yeah. And for some reason we're bending down, and there's a book with clothes in it. Yeah, with clothes in it, and it's a scarf thing. And I turned to this person, and I said to this person, you could buy these now. You can buy these now. Yeah, and the scarves are all different colours. Like, I think there was red, green, blue, and there's another colour like purple maybe. Yeah, in this book, I'm like, you can buy these now. You got a job, you can buy them. So that's okay. And I must have done something when I'm sitting down, because there's a group of people around me, okay, and there's a person, and they says something rude about me, like my speech, or I'm too short, or yeah, whatever. And I remember saying to myself, because someone told this person off, right, for doing it, yeah, and I just turned to this person and said, that's okay, I have confidence in myself, I know who I am. It doesn't matter what you think, I know who I am. And that's where it stopped. And at that time it's night time, and at that time me and this person, I feel like we're sisters actually. I feel like we're sisters. And I say to her, how are we gonna get home? How are we gonna get home? It's late. Yeah. And she says, that's okay, I'm on my way home. So that's alright. So we walk up to this bus stop, and that's okay, and we're waiting, and then we hop on this bus. Now this bus is yellow and white, that's all I can tell you. It's yellow and white, and I think there's a red line around it. I could be wrong about the red line, but I think it's a red line. So we hop on this bus, and there's a boy with his mother, yeah, and that's okay. And I can't remember, but he says something to his mother. We're okay with it. We're going home. And then we hop off this bus. Now, for some reason, I'm getting like Epping or Evelyn or Epping, like I can't say Epping, but something like a state, a suburb in here in Victoria, like Essendon or Epping or yeah, something like that, yeah. And I'll just say, how are we gonna get there? So we get there, and then that's okay, and that's where the dream ends. We do get to the place, but I don't know where this place is, yeah. Now, there's certain things about this dream that really interested me. Like I said, I feel like it's here in Australia. The boxes doesn't really make me think. I think the boxes could be anything in it. I don't know what's in it. But two, the suburbs one. It's called, must be here in Australia. But two, pardon me, I was going to say here in Australia, but when I see this lady, she's shown her around this building where me or this person can get a job. Some reason when I think of this lady, I don't know any of you guys watch this, there's an episode on me where there's a lady who dreams like Alison and she employs Alison. At the end she's a bad person. But she has blonde hair and something about her. But it's really weird about it because I'm picking up on her through this dream. And as you all know, that's an American show. And two, I'm getting employed as a cleaner. Now, as a cleaner, it's quite different being employed as a psychic. Yeah, and I find that really interesting how Alison was employed as a psychic. Yeah, so it's really interesting how that comes about. And I find it really interesting in that side because I'm picking up this lady who's a psychic, employing Alison, doing the same job. But in my dream, I'm dreaming I'm going to be a cleaner. Sometimes we're going to get good pay because we think about what we could buy with this money, but it's quite interesting in that sense. Yeah. The other thing is I'm wondering if it's a small town where it is, because if you're in Melbourne, I feel like it's in Victoria, in Melbourne with your buses and trains and all that, they run really late at night, so you really don't have to worry about how to get to A to B, because it'd be easy to get there. Most buses start running between 10 and 12 at night, and then you got your night lighter buses where it goes to certain areas, but you can get home, yeah. So this is what I'm thinking, maybe here in Bendigo, because we got Epsom, that's the word I'm looking for, Epsom, and it sounds like that, Epsom or Essendon, something like that. And Essendon is really easy to get to, but Epsom, no, because here, at least here in Bendigo, most of the buses stop at 7:30, and for that here in Bendigo it's normal, but if you did that in Melbourne, people will crack it kind of thing, because it's not normal. So to me, I feel like these buses are more a country town for that reason, and big enough to have more one type of bus. It wouldn't be a bus where, so say if it was in Sydney, in New South Wales, in Ballong, they only got like 1,500 people, right? So you might have one or two buses, but not like here in Bendigo, you have about 10 to 20 buses. So to me it sounds like it's big enough to have more buses, but not small enough to have one or two buses. So that's what I'm thinking. So that made me think about that too. So I'm wondering if something's going to happen in the next few months related to a country town in Victoria. I don't know if it's here in Bendigo. I do think it might be here in Bendigo. If it's not here in Bendigo, it will be around Epsom. Yeah, so because I got the word Epsom, so I'm thinking, yeah, and then with the area, because they had houses, and you got a bit of land there too, and that's pretty much Epsom itself, where, yeah, you wait for your buses and bus stops and that. Now, that's what I'm thinking. Is it something going to happen around Epsom? Right? Maybe not. I don't think it's connected to me and myself, because my sisters and brothers are all in Tasmania, and I'm in Melbourne. I'm the only one here in Bendigo, so if it's here around Bendigo area, it's nothing to do with me, because, yeah. So that's pretty much the dream, and I am quite curious what's going to happen with this, because yeah, it's just an interesting thing where it's just interesting in itself. So it might be Epson. 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 It does have a small comfy feel around it, where they have land around it. So it could be Epson, but I'm highly thinking it's around Epsom, because it is that kind of bird I'm hearing. So, but we'll see. So tell me what you think. And it'll be interesting what will happen in the future. So yeah, I don't think it's connected to COVID-19. To me, I don't think it's connected to that, but it is connected to something. So yeah, because it's just, there was nothing, I didn't feel like there was connected to a food shortage or a toilet paper shortage. So I don't think it's connected to COVID-19, but I do feel like there's something in it, basically with the boxes. Why would I focus on boxes for? So tell me what you think. Does it make sense? Doesn't it make sense? Have you heard something sounds familiar, or haven't you? Or is it just, and that's another thing, is it just a TV show or a movie? I know, like I said, a few months ago with another dream I had, or something related to COVID-19, there was camera crews around here in Bendigo for a movie. So it might be connected to that, because I did pick up an Asia lady in my last dream. So it could be connected to it. I don't know, but tell me what you think. If you like, subscribe, thumbs up if you like it, and see what happens. See you for the next one. Bye.